What's good, y'all? It's your man SamAnt here at Viral Hip Hop News. Go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you hit the notification bell to get all the latest notifications every time I drop a video here on the platform. I do appreciate it. All right, so y'all remember back in April of 2015 when Lil Wayne was leaving a club in Atlanta, a car pulled alongside his tour bus that started shooting up the vehicle on Interstate 285. Birdman and Young Thug were rumored to be responsible for that shooting, but nothing was going on. Well, the man that was accused of pulling the trigger since had his sentence overturned back in 2018, and now Lil Wayne's tour bus driver, yes, the man who was driving the bus during the shooting, wants answers as to why Birdman and Young Thug were not charged, despite some circumstantial evidence appearing to show they may have been involved. Now, on Saturday, today, TMZ reported the man behind the wheel of the tour bus that night, Alvin Lewis, has requested a judge make the Cobb County, Georgia District Attorney's Office forward any information about the cash money and YSL heads striking a deal with prosecutors in the case. Now, according to the report, Lewis, who claims to have suffered from spinal cord and rotator cuff injuries as well as psychological trauma in the incident, has been reaching out to the DA's office for answers on the ongoing case. However, he claims all questions about Young Thug and Birdman's possible involvement have been denied. As previously reported back in 2015, like I said in my opening, Weezy was leaving a club in Atlanta when a car pulled alongside him and started shooting up the vehicle on Interstate 285. Luckily, no one was hit. The driver drove the bus to a nearby hotel where police were called to the scene. In June 2015, Jimmy Winfrey, a former road manager to Young Thug, turned himself in to Cobb County Police, where he faced multiple charges, including aggravated assault, terroristic threats, possession of a firearm by a felon, and criminal gang activity. Birdman and Young Thug were named as co-conspirators in the indictment for the case, and it was believed at the time they would be charged as well. Winfrey even reportedly claimed Birdman was involved, and the incident was the result of a contract dispute between Wayne and Birdman. Stunner denied all involvement to the media. That November, Winfrey was sentenced to 10 years in prison and 10 years of probation after pleading guilty to 6 charges. He appealed his sentence. In July 2018, the Georgia Supreme Court overturned the ruling on the grounds that he was pushed into a plea deal in his initial case. He is currently awaiting a retrial. Now, Alvin Harris is coming back out, Lil Wayne's bus driver, and saying, no, there's undoubtable proof that these two men were involved in this situation. I guess we're going to have to see what kind of evidence is put out there, what we hear in this retrial. If they did spark a deal, will we know? I mean, this is a very interesting situation. We've seen it seemingly bygones being bygones between Lil Wayne and Birdman. We've even seen some pleasantries shared between Lil Wayne and Young Thug, even though nothing's been formally put out. No kumbayas going on anytime motherfucker soon. But we do see as though it's water under the bridge and Lil Wayne has moved on. But his bus driver, Alvin Harris, former bus driver Alvin Harris, has not. And it will be interesting to see what will transpire in the next couple of waning moments when it comes to this case. If in fact Birdman and Young Thug are found to be conspirators in this case and protected by the DA, what does this say about Birdman, Young Thug? What does this say about Lil Wayne? And will his feelings change in regards to Birdman or Young Thug? If they've changed altogether, they may be exactly the same as they were back in 2015 as they are right now in 2020. Who knows? But this situation is very interesting, ongoing. You guys leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this ongoing situation. Alvin Lewis, former bus driver Lil Wayne, claiming that Young Thug and Birdman had a lot more to do with that shooting than claiming to be, and that they're being protected by the police. Y'all let me know in the comments right now what you think about that. Also, in the description box, you'll see links to our Twitter and IG.
The production. This is why we're allowed tax write-offs when we're having a business meeting, because you're being productive, you're being constructive. So your time is your greatest asset, and you got to know how to leverage time and convert time into money.
Absolutely. Would you say it's beneficial? You know, I was talking with a gentleman, and he was saying that even people, just regular people, should just start a business, you know, because you're doing something that could be turned into a business. would you say that's beneficial for someone? Let's just say, for example, somebody did hair on the side or something, but they didn't really want to turn it into a business, or they made pencils. Now, do you think that it's beneficial for them to say, all right, let me start an LLC, corporation, whatever. So now I could begin to get, advantages from actually, having a business and making a separate, entity outside of myself. Would you guys suggest that for people?
The United States of America just broke bread for $2 trillion. Now, they broke bread for $2 trillion for what? For business. America's foundation is on business. How was America founded? They was founded because a business financed a ship to go across a sea to go get gold, sugar, and tobacco and all that stuff. That's the foundation of this country. So if you don't understand that and you move like that, then you're winning. So the basis of every person should be around some business. That's the American dream. It's not to own a home, but to be able to go put up a sign and say, this is mine. This is how I feed my family. This is it. This is who I am. So everyone should have a business, man. You should approach everything from a mindset that helps you with making purchasing decisions, with make what you're going to sell. If you think like a business person, when you do that, things are going to happen so much more efficiently. You get a tax write-off, man. I'm not a tax advisor, but speak to your tax advisor. But according to the tax laws, there is a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm. But all those you can get, trust me.
Yes, sir. Could you, could you repeat that question again?
I was saying, do you think it's beneficial, for people to, just start businesses, even not the most savvy person, but, because we understand that there's benefits, in business, you know what I mean? So I could say, even a person that may, travel for work, let's say they're an independent contractor, stuff like that. Do you think it's beneficial for Americans right now to, start some type of a business, make a business, like just create something right now? Would you advise people to do that? Because for me personally, if somebody's doing something, let's just say they're a lawyer, I'm like, yo, start your own business. You cleaning cars, start your own detail shop. That's the way that I, try to move, and that's my ideology. Would you suggest that for people, in your business, Consul?
No question. This is what America was built on. It was built on simple business. The Walton family created Walmart. They didn't have big time degrees. They were just salespeople, and they just ran a general store. And that general store ultimately became Walmart. McDonald's, all they sold were a sandwich. They just started selling sandwiches. Two brothers, they started selling sandwiches. Eventually, they sold their shares out. They became very popular. A real estate investment trust was started and gave birth to a McDonald's. Just simple business is what makes this economy run. This is what makes this economy unique from others around the world. You could do the smallest thing, and with the proper ingenuity, creativity, consistency, and the ability to market directly to the people that want your product, you can become as big as you want it. So yeah, I would suggest any kind of business, start something. You could if you see people wearing shoes, guess what? They need shoestrings. You can start a business selling shoestrings.
Yep.
It's what it's all about human consumption. And if you understand that from an economic point of view, we consume everything to survive. We need water, don't we? We need to wear clothes. We need the fabric that makes the clothes. You could be a textile farmer where you just selling cotton to be woven into the machines to make the shirts. It's limitless. It's just your mindset and your ingenuity around it.
Facts, man. I want to give a real quick shout out real quick to the brothers who left super chats in the building. I don't know your names. I'm sorry if I can't get those. Oh, God, I'll grab those in a second. But y'all dropping y'all hard-earned money given these times right now is definitely appreciated, man. Thank you very much. I want to ask y'all this, man, for people out here who have children, in particular that are getting toward that adolescent age between 8, 9, 10, 11, those who are involved in social media. My son has social media. I'm sure his friends, everybody has social media, and the numbers are crazy. And I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, damn, what a marketing tool you have here. what a great time to start a business. I've been in my son's ear for years about starting a business. I know he's young, but I just have the bug in his ear. Now we have the stimulus package to where they're even giving parents money for children. I was thinking to myself, what best time now into starting that business with the money I received for him. Talk about the importance of starting businesses for your children as well.
My son has both my son and my daughter. They have small businesses, man. So I taught them from when I first had my first coffee shop, man. It was sitting at the I'd have them run the cash register and help people order things and help me do the math to figure out the inventory. So yeah, it's important to teach your kids that, because that teaches them how to move in this country. You would be doing your children a disservice if you don't teach them how to move. That's the foundation of America, man. It's business.
Most definitely. I think my children have businesses as well. My youngest son, proud of him, Aaron Higgins. He's a shoe trader. He collects rare gym shoes. He's doing very well, extremely well. He's known all over the world. This guy has a Pokemon collection of shoes that are selling like crazy right now.
Dope.
So, it's all about ingenuity, and your children do need to know that, because it extends the legacy of your family. And it can start from very small things. It doesn't just pay attention to, teach your children what they love. What they love, other people do as well, and to market what they love to their friends. And, you assist them by giving them an infrastructure to grow, and it's going to be very profitable for them. And not only that, it'll help them mature properly. And you, as a parent, you feel comfortable knowing that your children have the ability to take care of themselves and help others. And that's priceless.
And in the mentorship, my bad, God, to cut you off, but in the mentorship part, once y'all go ahead and subscribe to that, you'll hear why that's a great tax break. But we ain't going to get that to him on here on the podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to give that information to y'all exclusively on the mentorship. But we got a number of other jewels and gems. These brothers have information for years. Don't even get us started, man. So, yeah, salute to you.
Yeah, I just dropped the link too in the description box if y'all want to sign up and get more information. It's only $17 a month. Mm-hmm. It's crazy cheap, and you know what I mean. You get all of us, and expertise in what we do. The YouTube, Darren SEO, console with the finances, and we just try to give it to you as plain as, and the people who came through it before have seen nothing but great results, man. The one lady right now is doing great, her channel and other people. I want to, in closing, I want to ask you guys, because we touched on it briefly before, life insurance, because that's another thing we talk about our children. And, at one point I was looking into getting one for about $300,000-$400,000, a life insurance policy. And it's not that much money, especially if you're in good health. Talk about the importance of getting a life insurance policy, especially if you're a businessman, you're making money. In the event that you pass away, you got to be able to, protect your assets. But not only that, leave something for your children to inherit. Talk about that, and talk about the tax advantages of a life insurance policy for the people who don't know, please.
Right on, man. Life insurance policy, man, is death benefit is tax free. So you buy $1 million life insurance policy, you die, the people whoever your beneficiary was, they get a check for $1 million. Period.